Hello everyone. In today's video of solid state, I'll be talking about electrical properties of solid. Solid shows wide range of electrical conductivity. Accordingly, solids are classified into three categories, that is conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Conductors are those solids having electrical conductivity in the range of 10 raised to 4 to 10 raised to 7 ohm inverse meter inverse. Metals and electrolytes, you can say ionic solids also, are the examples of electrical conductors. Metal conduct electricity by the movement of electrons, whereas electrolyte conduct electricity by the movement of ions. Let's talk about insulators now. Insulators are the solids having low electrical conductivity in the range of 10 raised to minus 20 to 10 raised to minus 10 ohm inverse meter inverse. Most of the non-metals and molecular solids used to belong to this category. Semiconductors. Semiconductor solids are having electrical conductivity in the range of 10 raised to minus 6 to 10 raised to 4 ohm inverse meter inverse. This range is an intermediate between the conductors and insulators. Metalloids like silicon, germanium are the example of semiconductors. Now, band theory. Electrical conductivities of solid metals, non-metals or metalloids are explained on the basis of band theory. Band theory is made of closely spaced electronic energy levels. Band formation can be correlated to the formation of the molecular orbitals by the interaction of atomic orbitals. According to molecular orbital theory, interaction of atomic orbitals of combining atoms result in the formation of equal number of molecular orbitals, which used to be spread over the entire molecule. Similar to this, interaction of energy levels of electrons in the closely spaced constituent atoms in solid result in the formation of bands. And band theory considers the formation of two types of bands. Type 1 is conduction band and type 2 is valence band. And another thing which is according to band theory is band gap. Now, what is conduction band, what is valence band and what is band gap? Conduction band. Conduction band is the highest energy band containing electrons, is the thing where you will see the electrons is having the higher energy level. It is formed by the interaction of outermost energy levels of closely spaced atom in solids. Conduction band may be partially occupied or it may be totally vacant. Electrons in conduction band are mobile and they are delocalized over the solid. They conduct electricity. Electrons conduct electricity when electric potential is applied. Now, what is valence band? The band where lower energy than conduction band is the main thing. You will see they have lower energy level than the conduction band. The electrons in valence band are not free to move because they are very much tightly bound by the nucleus of an atom. Now, third thing according to band theory is band gap. The energy difference between valence band and conduction band is called band gap. Size of band gap, which is there in between the conduction band and valence band, will decide whether the electrons from valence band would be promoted into the vacant conduction band or not. When the band gap is too large to promote electrons from valence band to vacant conduction band by applying some thermal energy, it is started calling as forbidden zone. And when band gap is small, electrons from higher energy level of valence band would be promoted into the conduction band by the absorption of energy like thermal energy or electromagnetic energy. The electrical properties of metals like conductors, insulators and semiconductors used to be usually depend upon the band gap. Band gap is lowest in case of metallic conductors. That is why the electron would be promoted from valence band to conduction band easily. In semiconductor, electron would also be promoted, and in insulators, this band gap is quite large. And due to this only, the electron on absorbing energy also would not be able to jump from valence band to the conduction band. That is why insulators won't conduct electricity. Now, electrical properties of metallic conductors in terms of band theory. Metals are good conductor of electricity. The outermost electrons of all the atoms in metal crystal occupy conduction band. The number of electrons in conduction band is large. The conduction band in metal can be further labeled as S band, overlapping S and P band, and so on. This depends upon the atomic orbitals involved in the band formation. Band formation in metallic conductors result in delocalization of outermost shell electrons of all the metal atoms, leaving behind the metal ions. That is why we always say that it is like cation of metal is always immersed in the sea of electrons, and in between them the metallic bond used to be formed. The cations of metal atoms always occupy the metal's lattice side and vibrate about their mean position. At higher temperatures, metal cation undergo increased vibrational motion about their lattice sides. The flow of electrons will be interrupted by increased vibrational motion, and as the result, conductivity of metal decreases with increase in temperature. Now, electrical properties of insulators in terms of band theory. In insulators, valence band is completely filled with electrons and the conduction band is empty. And both the bands are separated by a large energy gap or large band gap, which is also called forbidden zone. And thermal energy is also very insufficient to promote electrons from valence band to conduction band. As a result, conduction band remains vacant and the material is insulator. Now, electrical property of semiconductor. Electrical conductivity of semiconductor material is intermediate between that of metal and insulator. And the two examples which we know of metalloid which act as semiconductors are silicon and germanium. Like insulators, the valence band in semiconductor is completely filled with electrons and conduction band is empty. But energy gap in between the two band is smaller than that of insulators. At a temperature above absolute zero, few electrons from valence band have enough thermal energy to jump through the small band gap and occupy higher energy conduction band. The conduction band becomes partially filled and valence band becomes partially empty. The electrons in conduction band are free to move, and when electricity or electric potential is applied to semiconductor, small amount of electricity would be conducted. Such a pure semiconductor material which has very low but finite electrical conductivity is called intrinsic semiconductor. The electrical conductivity of semiconductor increasing with increase the temperature. This is because the number of electrons with sufficient energy will be promoted to conduction band from valence band as the temperature is rising. At higher temperature, there are more mobile electron in conduction band and more vacancies in valence band than at the lower temperature. In fact, semiconductors are insulators at low temperature and conductors at high temperature. So this is all about insulators, conductors and semiconductors on the basis of band theory.